The Weeknd and Future. Let's talk about it.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Upgrade your business with Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet. Shop Pay boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning fewer carts going abandoned and more sales going cha-ching. So if you're into growing your business, get a commerce platform that's ready to sell wherever your customers are. Visit Shopify.com to upgrade your selling today.
How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, it's Sunday night. This is the second episode for the night. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. We got a good show. Guys, I am floored. I'm absolutely, I think I'm shocked, honestly, of how good this album has really been shaping out. This album has, I've listened to it a few times, and I'm not going to spoil my thoughts at all, but I will say this. Talk about an album that you can just play over and over and over again. Goddamn. But today, guys, we are reviewing probably another one of my favorite tracks off this album. And I'm not even going to lie to y'all. This might be, again, I can't believe I'm saying this again, but this might be one of the best tracks off the album too, which is just saying the quality of this album. And this is featuring Future, which, guys, y'all know I love Future, one of the best, one of the legends, one of that. And, we get a little bit of Future doing that Hendrix style on a more R&B type beat. And, guys, it is just, I don't want to spoil too much, let's just get into it. But, goddamn, I definitely wrote a review for this. But let's talk about this song, guys. I don't want to waste any time. The Weeknd, featuring Future. Enjoy the show. Let's talk about it. Starting off with my first point. Let's talk about the beat. Man, talk about a beat that has so much to it already. This is one of those R&B type beats. It's an R&B kind of trap combo. And I like that. When you have an R&B and kind of trap soul-like combo, you're going to get something that just absolutely goddamn hits. I mean, this is like if I fucking, stole somebody's, I stole somebody's pecan pie and I never gave it back and I just ate it all and I ate all the layers to it. And
This episode is brought to you by MeUndies. While MeUndies can't totally help your love life this Valentine's Day, they can offer you insanely comfy undies and loungewear to buy or gift. MeUndies has so many awesome Valentine's Day prints and styles. Plus, you can match with your partner, friends, or even your pets. This Valentine's Day, give the gift that'll keep them thinking of you and score huge site-wide savings at MeUndies.com/Spotify. That's MeUndies.com/Spotify. MeUndies. Comfort from the outside in.
I gave it back to you. And I said, there you go. That's fucking it. That's what we kind of get here. We kind of get, this is kind of it. And this is the song. And you're either going to love it or you're going to goddamn hate it. And I'm going to tell y'all this. You're going to love this goddamn song. If you're a fan of R&B, if you're a fan of trap soul, if you're a fan of all these goddamn elements, you're going to absolutely love this song. So much to the production. There's even a beat switch, which we'll talk about. I love the beat switch again. Beat switch is just overall make songs where you can just go back and listen to, just over and over and over again, which I really enjoy. The hook, let's go into my next point, which is, the hook. I mean, the hook is just so addicting. The vocals on the hook are so good. The vocals are just so good on the hook, and just everything about this hook will easily get stuck in your head. I mean, Lord mighty. This shit's like if I had a chicken pot pie, and my grandma, she kicked it off the goddamn counter and said, there you go. Just everything here just absolutely goddamn hits. These layers, the layers of this, hook alone, having all those background vocals, having, The Weeknd with those heavenly vocals in the hook too, just absolutely goddamn hits. And then, we got to talk about The Weeknd, which, you know, The Weeknd on the beginning verse is writing this beat so well. And also a thing that I love that I'm picking up on, too, about The Weeknd. He is absolutely singing his ass off. Not on the verse. I mean, he is on the verse. But he's also singing his ass off on the ad-libs, too. While Future's doing this thing, while he's on the hook, while he's on the verse, you can hear this man in the ad-libs just fucking singing his ass off. And it's like, goddamn. Goddamn. Now, guys, Future, man. Future had a good verse on here. I like everything about Future. We're going to go into detail about it, but for now, I will say I love that Future did the Hendrix style, and then he did rapping too, which just shows versatility. Versatile on this Future. I mean, everything. Guys, let's get into it. Let's talk about this goddamn song. That's enough going off of points now. I got a huge-ass review written down, so let's just get into it. The Weeknd, Future. Enjoy the show. Let's talk about the production. Guys, the production here is great. It's that smooth R&B and trap combo here. The sample hits, and it gets better and better and better. With that beat switch, when those synths come in, I really enjoy this beat. The Weeknd, let's talk about him. Sounds amazing on here. The vocals are so good. The vocal switches, too. He's also in the background, too, the whole time, just singing his ass off. On the ad-libs, fucking alone, which just shows the beginning verse is just so good. And then we get into the hook, which the hook is so addicting. If you enjoy a more R&B hook, this is definitely for you. The vocals are heaven here, combined with that sample. He just overall kills the goddamn hook. I mean, Lord mighty. This is like This is like probably one of the best, newer R&B hooks, just because, you don't really get this like emotion singing. You don't get this emotion, heavenly singing anymore these days from R&B music. It's a sad rarity. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's a sad fucking rarity, but it is. The hook is heavenly. The beginning verse is so good, and that just already shows how good this track is, how good Enjoy the Show is, because all these elements come together. And when you have so much already in the beginning, that just shows how much there is so much to this song. And then, when we get into talking about Future. Now, Future definitely was my favorite verse. The beginning, the Hendrix style singing is just so good. The flow sounds good. The emotion in his vocals too. Future, when he does the Hendrix style, sounds great when he's doing the emotion singing. The vocals are just so good. And then when that beat switches and when he comes to a more, his more rapping style, which, the flow is infectious. The flow is good. The flow is going to get stuck in your head. I mean, Lord mighty, this shit just absolutely hits. I think overall, Future pretty much killed it. Now, guys, when we get into it too, the final beat switch, I mean, holy shit. The Weeknd singing on the hook. He had an ending verse too, which I really enjoyed. Those hard drums kicked in, and the vocals kind of get more echoey. When we talk about it, when I like echoey vocals, when echoey vocals can kind of fade in the back, when they can kind of fade into the instrumental, I think it just gives the instrumental so much soul, so much life to it. And that really just comes goddamn out. I mean, Lord mighty. Guys, everything here, when we talk about this song, The Weeknd on the beginning verse killed it. I mean, holy shit. The hook is like really good. So addicting. Really good. One of the best, I would say one of the best newer R&B hooks that you can listen to. Future, I mean, definitely had my favorite verse. Definitely killed it. If you just replay this song and you're just kind of waiting for that Future part, I wouldn't even fucking blame you, because that shit hits. Then the final beat switch, which is just The Weeknd just singing on the hook. He had an ending verse too. I think everything here at the end with that final beat switch and the final hook just shows you can go back to the hook and you can listen to it over and over again because there's so much to it. Overall, guys, this is a pretty good track. Probably one of the best tracks off the album. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, what'd y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Guys, thank you so much for listening. 2 episodes a day. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications. I'm dropping content all weekend, all week. So make sure you follow. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Go check out this goddamn track. And I will say this again. We are doing a weekend album review on Tuesday and Wednesday. It's going to be a part 1 and part 2. Then we'll be back with 2 episodes a day on Thursday. So make sure you get ready for that. I'm going to get ready for that. I'm going to work on it. And yeah, guys, I'll see you later. You have a good one. Bye.